Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you with your Ispire Daab. Diamond Dab of the day with Raw Garden Rio de Fuego. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, you know what to do when you enjoy this video. Hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to all comments. Let's get started. How do you keep yourself out of trouble? That's the bottom line is, how do you avoid mistakes in life and live better? Think about it. Happiness, health, a quality of life. Who doesn't want to maximize those things? Well, there are things that can accelerate those great things from happening, and there are things that can cause very bad things to happen. How do you stay out of trouble in life? Let's get started. You got to listen very carefully to and act on your instincts. In my life, there have been several times that my instincts were screaming at me, and I stupidly disagreed with them and went the other direction. I should have followed my impulse literally every time. I remember the details of some of these as I'm talking here, whether it was an investment or whether it was an engagement with a person. Listening to my instincts is a blessing. My instincts have pulled me back from the quagmire more times than I can talk about. My sister, God rest her soul, used to say that I always fell into shit and came out smelling like a rose. Pardon the language. But you see, you'll never know what you might have been spared. You'll never know. If you stay out of trouble, thank God, throughout your life, you'll never know what could have happened. So don't ignore your instincts. And remember, staying out of trouble isn't just about you. Staying out of trouble is about people around you. Don't try to reason with unreasonable people. All my life, unfortunately, I've been a people pleaser. But I finally realized and acknowledged how much energy, emotion, and strength I use to invest in trying to get unfriendly, unreasonable people to understand or like me. Well, throughout the last 5 to 7 years, I finally learned to stop trying to win those types of people over. In the past, if someone unfairly accused me of something or judged me incorrectly or didn't approve of me, I would do everything I possibly could, pull out my hair, shout up and down, get neon signs to get them to understand me and reverse their opinion. I don't do it anymore. I know who those people are. I now deflect their comments and challenges, don't react, or I've stopped even engaging them. Sure, you can be as kind as you want to people who cause trouble for you, but don't waste your breath or precious time trying to reason with them once it is clear and abundant that they're just plain unreasonable. Move on. You got to remember, to stay out of trouble, you got to eat right. There's a saying, eat breakfast like a king, eat lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. I'm telling you that I really believe in this. My grandfather was a doctor, so in our family, we all learned and understood balanced meals. But on the other hand, eating a big meal at night isn't good. You don't want to be floating around on all that food while you're sleeping. It can affect the quality of your sleep. It can affect all kinds of health things. It's a hard habit to break. I eat big dinners, but I'm trying to break it. I'm trying to do better for myself so that I can keep myself out of trouble. What about making spiritual time a priority? When my mom passed away in 1981, I kind of lost my faith. She was very young, and I just lost my faith. But there's a ton of literature out there supporting the benefits of spiritual beliefs in your lifestyle. Helps your immune system, all kinds of things, your mental, physical health. So I strongly urge all of us out there to find time, a way, whatever your version of it is, for prayer and reflection. Whether it's in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, this isn't about being religious. This is about staying out of trouble and taking care of yourself. You got to also remember, I'm in retirement now. I got to be accountable. And you got to remember that if you've been blessed with a good income, if you've been blessed to be able to squirrel away some, if you've been blessed to have control over your finances, don't let it control you. Make sure that you stay out of trouble. If you had an extra hour every day, what would you do with it? What if you woke up an hour earlier every day? Is that an extra step, 1 hour closer to your dream? Is it 1 hour more of horrible pain you've got to endure? Is it another hour of boredom you've got to endure? What is it? Maybe that extra hour could keep you out of trouble, make you feel better. One thing we know for sure to keep us out of trouble and make us feel better is to make our family a top priority. In my adult life, I've been obsessed with happiness and contentment for my 2 kids and my wife. Period. Hands down, that's what it was about. Now, my kids don't live with us anymore. They have their own homes and families. But isn't it important to think of them, to talk to them, to touch them in different ways, your family in different times, whether you're physically with them or not? Of course it is. Make your family a priority. It'll keep you out of trouble and help you feel better. You can also feel better by yourself. Do you know that? You can. You can travel the world by yourself. There's a person in my high school that's been putting on Facebook this trip through Spain for the last 2 months. I mean, forget about the money it costs. It's the fact that she's actually doing it. What a wonderful thing. Well, we live in such incredibly distracting times that it's impossible for a person to hear their true selves. Think about it. You got to get into a dark room and shut everything off because there's so much stimulation. What if there was less stimulation? What if we shut all this crap off? That's right. What if our time by ourselves meant time by ourselves? Would it keep us out of trouble? Would it help us feel better? Most people want to be successful at whatever it is they want to be successful at. And most people that become successful, if not every one of them, did it the same way. One little step at a time. One small little step at a time. One small, steady little step at a time. And you know what? Why not? We can literally do anything we need to do. Anything. You can do it because it'll keep you out of trouble. You can do it because it'll make you feel better. Whatever your reasons for doing it, whatever your goal is, remember, don't take that big bite and try to engage it at one shot. If it sucks, if it's hard, difficult to do, work at it steadily, maybe unsuccessfully for a number of tries. And guess what? You'll do it successfully and your dream will materialize. We've got to dream big. That's right. It keeps you out of trouble. Life's amazing. We have passion for different things. Everyone has different passion for different things. Whatever your passion is, put it at the top of the spear, at the tip of the spear. Put it at the top of the flagpole and say, check it out. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm going after. And you can do it. You can keep yourself out of trouble. You can feel better about yourself in life. There's all sorts of ways we can do it. This has been the Real Senior Stoner. We've been talking about how you can stay out of trouble in life. You would probably say the best way to stay out of trouble in life is don't get in trouble in the beginning. But you know what? In the world, we've all seen this happen. Sometimes trouble has a nasty way of finding us, regardless of whether we want it or not. So this has been the Real Senior Stoner, and we've been talking about it. We've been talking about how we get ourselves out of trouble. Know you enjoyed it. You know what to do. Hit the subscription button, send a like, and I reply to all the comments. Let's light up our dab. Here we go. Going out at 430 degrees on a cold load with our Ispire dab. Cheers, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And thanks, as always, for joining the Real Senior Stoner. Waiting for that dab train. It's at the station. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Have a great day, and thanks for joining the Real Senior Stoner, everyone. Cheers.